Hey guys, how are you? It's a little too close. What's up, everyone? I am Rachel, and I'm the proud founder of Siopa Seize Your Passion, and I'm here live from the Facebook group Seize Your Passion every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, sharing with you guys my thoughts for the week, my lessons of the week, my aha moments, my growth, and what I've been thinking about on my journey to seize my passion, realize all my dreams, become my best self, and all that amazing good stuff. So today what I want to talk about is choices, right? And the choices that we make every single day, every single moment, and how those choices essentially dictate our life. And the beautiful part about the choices we make is that they're completely ours, right? You know, again, another cliche, I always say this, but the simplest, most often overused truisms that become cliches are more often than not, if not always, the most profound ones. And they're often really simple in concept, but actually implementing them into our lives is not an easy thing. So they're simple, but not necessarily easy to do. And that is a choice too. And that, overriding truism and what's become a cliche is that you are, in fact, the author of your life or the artist of your life, whatever analogy works for you. And every choice you make, every moment of every day, every hour, every day, every year, leads up to the life you have and the life you are creating for yourself. It is 100% your choice. Hi, Fat. What's up? Okay, now here's why. I kind of broke it down in my head. I was thinking about it. Okay, the choices you make every single day become habits, right? And those habits then become your behaviors, your lifestyle behaviors. And the lifestyle behaviors that you take, the actions you take every day based on your choices that become habits, dictates who you become. And who you become, your identity, your behaviors every day is what creates your life, right? So basically, I was thinking about, okay, well, what's a simpler way to think about that, right? It basically comes down to input and output, right? So let's take an easy example, okay? Dietary, nutrition and health and fitness, right? What you input, the choices you make to put into your body nutritionally and physically to be healthy and fit affects the output, right? How you behave and how you look and your actions and essentially the energy you have and how healthy you are, right? You feed your body junk and you don't work out and you don't take care of yourself, you will not be healthy, you will not be fit, you will feel like shit, you won't have the right energy. It's the same thing with our minds, right? And the choices we make every day that become our habits, that become our lifestyle behaviors that essentially create our life, right? That's the strokes you're taking with the paintbrush if you're the artist of your life, or the words you're writing down if you're the author of your life. The mindset is controls those habits and those choices that we make, right? And an extreme example of that is, people who have the mentality of victimhood, right? Who are, things happen to them and it's out of their control and they feel like they had no choice in the matter and they're just victims, right? And they don't embrace the concept and the power of choice that we all have. Every single moment of our day, we're making a choice. Even when things happen, we're making a choice how to respond to whatever happened. Every single thing we do in our day is a choice. So let's take that analogy of the dietary, right? What you put in your food and dietary choices, right? It's the same thing, again, with your minds and your lifestyle behavior that dictate your life, right? So what do you choose to consume every day, right? What do you watch every day? What do you read every day? What are you inputting into your mind every day? Who do you surround yourself with, right? What kind of conversations are you having every single day, every single moment? Those choices, and they are your choice. Everything is your choice. That's the difference between adulthood, being an adult and being a child, right? And actually that's a really good point, because I think one of the best gifts we could give our children as parents is teaching them how to make their own choices, right? That's what parenting is, in my opinion. It's so that when they do grow up and become adults, they have the tools and the wisdom and the knowledge to make those choices for themselves and to create the best life for themselves that they can create, right? That's what we want for our children, and that's what we want for ourselves. So it's the same mentality. It's sorry, I have a really, really dry mouth today. It's teaching ourselves to make the right choices for ourselves in order to put down the right words in that book that we're creating of our life, or put, which color are we going to choose on the paintbrush when we make that masterpiece that is our life. Every single thing we input into our minds, and everything that goes in, right? The input is a choice. And that becomes our habits, and that becomes our lifestyle behavior, and that becomes who we become, and then that becomes our life. So think about it. If you made a choice every single day to input your mind and your mindset with positive, inspiring growth, things that will help you grow and get to the next level and realize your dreams and become the person you always wanted to become and the life you always wanted to create for yourself, that's going to affect the output, right? That's going to affect your habits. That's going to become a habit if you consume, read certain things, watch certain things regularly instead of the junk that doesn't feed your mind, that doesn't help you get to that place of fulfillment and growth and inspiration. So, and that's going to affect your output too, right? Your behaviors and what you create and what you think about and what you talk about. And those habits, again, those choices become habits. The habits become a lifestyle behavior. And then that lifestyle behavior becomes who you become. And that's what creates the life, right? It's literally every single day, every single moment is a choice, and it's your choice. And if you don't embrace that, then you will be that victimhood. And I think, I actually personally know some people in my life that are on that other extreme, that play the victim or that have that mindset of a victim. But I think most of us, including myself, kind of operate somewhere in the middle, right? Where, we don't go to the extreme where we sort of let go of full control and we say, oh, I have no control over my life and everything that's happened to me wasn't my choice. But it's easy to play into that mentality, without even realizing it. Every single moment is a conscious choice that we make and that we have the power to make. It is in our hands to make those choices. Here's another piece of that I kind of was thinking about that ties into that, right? The input and then that dictates the output, and then the choices dictate the habits, become the lifestyle behaviors, become who you become your life. It's so easy for us to get revved up and get inspired in the moment, right? Whenever there's a new opportunity on the horizon, or we see something that can really make a change in our life for the positive, right? Whether, you see a great film, or you read a great book, or you talk to someone and you're like, wow, or you meet someone that could be a great opportunity for you to grow in a new direction, or you meet someone on a personal level and you're all excited, right? It's like when you first start dating someone and you think this could really be the one, and you're super revved up and super excited and you're full of passion and inspiration and positivity, right? But what happens most often is you go back to your habits and you go back to the choices that you've made that have become your habits, and you fall into this routine and schedule of your lifestyle behaviors. And all of a sudden you wake up one day and I was all excited about that opportunity, but it kind of fizzled out, and that person wasn't who I thought it would be, or it just didn't work out the way I thought it would, and then we lose that oomph, that drive, that fire, that amazing feeling of really being alive that we get when we have that burst of inspiration, or that burst of a new opportunity or something new that really is growth, right? What makes us feel most alive is when we see that there's room for growth, that we see that there's room to move forward, to become better, to do something better, a new opportunity. That is growth, and that makes us feel alive, and that is passion. But often the passion fades, right? In whatever area of our life, whether it's our careers, our relationships, our lifestyle, right? Think back when you were just starting out and full of piss and vinegar and wanted to conquer the world, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And what happens? Most of us, fall into these choices and habits of, okay, we lose that fire. We lose that passion because of our everyday choices and because of our everyday habits that become our lifestyle, right? And then we look back and we wake up and we say, well, yeah, it's not really the way I thought it would be, and I lost that passion, and we become complacent, often we become unfulfilled, disengaged, dispassionate, right? So how do you get that lasting passion, right? How do you continue to feel that burst of energy and that burst of inspiration that you get when you meet someone new, when you have a new opportunity, when you go to one of these seminars or events, right? And you're all fired up. How do you make that last consistently throughout your life to create the life that you want and realize your dreams and achieve your goals, right? And that's how it ties into obviously seizing your passion and realizing your dreams and living that life of your dreams, right? How do you make that last? How do you have the longevity of that passion and inspiration and growth consistently? By making a choice and being conscious that you have the power to make that choice and that it is your choice. Every single moment of your day, of your life, is your choice. Even when things happen outside of you, even when it's not about, okay, what I'm choosing to read right now, or what I'm choosing to watch right now, or who I'm choosing to converse with right now, what I'm choosing to do right now with my time, right? Even the things that happen that are outside of us, it's your choice how you respond to them. Even those things, everything is your choice. And if you are consciously aware that it is your choice and that you have that power, and it's an enormous, enormous, enormous power, it's amazing. And you start to make those choices consciously and consistently every single day, every single moment, think about, okay, I have some time now. What am I going to do with my time? Or I'm going to read now. What am I going to read? Or I'm going to watch something. What am I going to watch? Or, who am I surrounding myself? Who am I going out with? How am I socializing? How am I inspiring my thoughts and my brains and what I'm inputting into myself so that the output is my dreams and my fulfillment and my engagement and creating that lasting longevity, passion. And those, again, if you do that, if you are consciously, consistently aware of the choices you make every single day, those choices inevitably become habits. They become habitual. You don't even think about them, right? Just like your bad habits, right? And we all have bad habits. You don't think about them, right? It's just you're used to getting up and, whatever your routine is, whatever bad habit you have, I used to get up and, not eat breakfast, that was just I didn't even think about it. And then I got, more conscious of, okay, I need to fuel my body. I need to get going. I mean, it's a little example, but now I don't even think about it because it's become a habit. And even when I go, online and I search on, I'm scrolling through Facebook and Twitter and all the social media, right? I'm conscious. It's become a habit that I find myself just naturally and habitually going to stuff that feeds me the inspiration that I'm looking for and is always about my growth and inputting positive stuff into my mind. And if I ever come across, and often I do, something that's sort of negative or is the opposite of that, right? Is disheartening or instills fear or doesn't inspire me to grow and become my best, I make a choice to move on. I don't even look at it, And those choices inevitably become those habits, and those habits then become your lifestyle. You don't even think about it. And that dictates who you become. And your identity, who you become is the life that you're creating for yourself, because you are the author of your life. You are the painter of your masterpiece, which is your life. And every stroke of every paintbrush and every word that you write down in that book and on that painting, which is your life, is your choice, 100%. So, that's what I'm kind of telling myself and sharing with you guys is, hey, Rabbi New, so cool to see you. And Daphna, hi Daphna, is really to be conscious of the daily, momentary choices that we make every single day. What we put, the input dictates the output, and the choices become the habits, become the lifestyle, become who we become, and that is what creates our life. And every single moment of your life is your choice. So if you're aware of that, and that's what I'm going to tell myself, that's what I learned this week, right? As I move forward on my growth and my journey to seize my passion, is to really be even more consciously aware of that, of every choice I make. Every moment is a choice. How I respond to things, what I'm inputting into myself, and then that dictates what I'm outputting, right? What I'm thinking about, what I'm creating, what I'm talking about, the actions that I take every single day are because of the choices I make and the habits that they become. And that dictates your life. So that's it. Have a great weekend, guys. Have a great week. And do something you love this weekend. Seize your passion. Bye, guys.